right, shalom. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which rule well. Okay, peace and much love, honors and blessings, salutations to those that hold the conduct, composure, and integrity, the elect. All right, the ones that sincerely believe in Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. All right, this brother Yakuwal. Just headed to some brothers. We're gonna head to Chicago today and fellowship with some brothers over there. And something just popped in my mind, man. Lord willing, it's of the Spirit. Before I made the video, I prayed, to Yahweh and Yahweh Shai that this be edifying and it be of the Spirit, because I was watching a video yesterday, and a brother posted another video. The brother in the camp, the brother Atazawam, GMS Fruit and Knowledge by Yah, and he did a video on a cashless society. And the hell of videos are always being pushed out about the C-HIP, the RFID C-HIP. We use code, so to speak, or what they call them, allegories, if I'm not mistaken. But we use some type, coding now. Because Esau, man, the so-called white man, is trying to hide that understanding from you people, man. You Jakes, all right, you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. But even as plain as it is, the RFID C-HIP is the tool and device that the so-called white man is going to use to try to usurp total control on you Israelites. It's still very hidden to y'all. But the question arises, with all this information being brought out, how even the WEF, a foreign nation, just approved the use of the RFID C-HIPs, throughout their country or whatever. But I think they said it was the FDA that approved it. Okay. But again, man, with all the information being brought out, that it's being made known that this technology is going to be used to track, to limit, to some quote unquote balance your personal intake, from society. I mean, that right there sounds like control already. But it's already been made known that this device is going to be used, all right, which we get this understanding from Revelation, the 13th chapter, all right, and it calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, bond and free, all nations, to get a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Look, bro, it's very clear that it's the RFID C-HIP. But with all that information, are you persuaded yet? Are you convinced? Because the scriptures talk, and that's what I wanted to talk about. Are you fully persuaded yet that the RFID C-HIP is the MOTB, the mark of the beast? That is a question. All right? Because I've been noticing, man, like, look at the controversy still over Revelation, the 13th chapter, Revelation, the 14th chapter. All right? Shit, even Revelation, the 18th chapter. It says that, that the outcome for what Esau's doing is going to be that they're going to be burned up by the thermonuclear missiles, but that last wicked device he's going to use to try to gain total control of the world is why the Lord's going to destroy his ass too. They said that anybody that's partaker of that, is going to receive the same with those plagues. That's why the Lord is going to beam up the elect, because we didn't bow down to this place. All right, we didn't submit and take the devil's chip. All right, but the scriptures talk about how you got to be fully persuaded in your mind, man, that what we're telling you is the truth, and you can't see it as that we're coming out of our own, understanding. You got to believe on it as the word of the Most High. The scriptures talk about it, and what is that? First and second, I think it's First Thessalonians, where it said, "For I think that thou hast received this not as the words of men, but that it was at the truth of the Most High. What came to mind when I was thinking about this lesson, you know, the what was it? The second Matrix. You know, when the key maker, you know, got Neo to that door where he was going to meet the creator of the Matrix, and or someone said it. Well, either it was an oracle or someone that told him, like, we can only show you the door. You have to go through it. That's essentially what we're doing here. We are the gatekeepers. You know, the brother, you know, Edo Apostle Tahar made that very clear. We are the porters. We hold the keys to giving you the understanding, because we're working hand in hand with Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai gave us that understanding. But we are the porters that watch and give access, so to speak, you know, to the understanding, because we already know, man, you're not going to get full understanding. Oh, shit. Damn, bro. Hey, that car. Oh, shit. Hold on. This car's tire just blew off. That's the second car that I just seen that happen to. Damn. Yeah, man, it's always chaotic on this road, man. You know, when I'm headed to Milwaukee, on this particular path that I take, when I come from a different area of the city, hella Jake always fucking up their cars, man. Anyways, Salakia, man. But like I was saying, you know, we're the porters. We're the gatekeepers. All right? And like I said, you're not going to get understanding from these other camps. You know, the apostles have said they got a little bit of truth, but you can't mix a little bit of truth and say you are the full truth. We have not shunned to declare unto you the whole gospel. It says that in Acts. All right? We haven't come with cunningly devised fables. All right? With our own tricks up our sleeve. We told you, man. Again, like, that's why at the end of the day, it's got to be you that's fully persuaded. We can show you the way, but it's between you and Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua at the end of the day, Israel. You know, they always come up with, you know, they ain't going to use a chip to control the people. That would never do that. Why would, what is the purpose of even doing it? You know, you got a lot of, you know, you got the camp saying it's sin. You got camp saying that it's access to your bank accounts. You know, they still holding these worldly doctrines like with hell and it's the third death and this and that. Like, I don't know, man. A lot of crazy shit, man. I mean, that's not directly tied into the MOTB, but block to you Israelites still. When it's very plain. There's been like this asshole nigga said, well, Lord, I made 150,000 videos on the RFID C-hip. I don't know you. I fucking hate that motherfucker, man. I hate that motherfucker. But there was something funny, something true that he said about it. 150,000 videos of the C-hip that we made. That's just, you know, he's just being an asshole. But we've made hella videos to you, man. I quoted this the other day. We have poured our heart out into the people. Meaning we poured out all that understanding. We've prepared you for that day, man. That's why the Lord, you know, I was even going to ask the question, you know, how long do we got to keep giving you this information? Well, the scriptures say to the very end, because it's going to take to the very end for some of you to believe. You know, you're going to need a lot of signs to, not signs. You're going to need a lot of time. Israel is hard-headed, man. Why do you think the Lord was so repetitive, man? Because it took more than once to tell your simple ass to believe a certain thing or to conduct a certain way, and you know. But with this C-hip, man, hey, the Lord's giving you a few scriptures, and there's no, you gotta either, and that day is gonna be like, it's gonna really be a spiritual, I will serve the Lord or I will choose not to serve the Lord type of deal, like with Joshua. You know, if it seemed foolish to serve the Most High and you know, the Lord thy power, then choose ye this day whom thou wilt serve. The guys that you served on the other side of the flood or the living power, man. And that's what it's going to really boil down to with the chip. It's going to signify that you've made a choice. That you trust in man, that you trust in this nasty paradigm, or you believe that there's a power out there working to test your loyalty and really ultimately see if you will serve them or not. And that's the times we're coming into. People don't really understand it, man. It's not just a piece of technology, man. There's deep purposes behind it, man, or dark purposes behind it. All right, you got the wicked, the elite of the so-called white man, which is the wicked, plotting. All right, the scriptures say that the wicked gnashed upon the righteous with their teeth, and they plotted against the just. That's what the so-called white man is doing with this, man. The so-called white man has never had the best interest of the black man in America. We were never meant to be equal. We were never meant to be in a peaceful state with them. This motherfucker hates you, and he's getting ready to rape you and to show his hate. All right, I did a lesson on Esau yesterday, man. Why did Esau hate Jacob so much? It goes back to him being set up as a wicked, and Jacob was a righteous. And righteousness, or evil, it envies righteousness. Evil envies righteousness because it's not righteous, And so Esau's about to show his true colors, and it's gonna come to the form of the RFID him, and it's gonna get to a point where he's like, "You motherfucker, you take this shit, I'm gonna kill you. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. I don't care if you don't want to bow down. You're gonna bow down to me, or I'm gonna kill you." And that's gonna scare a lot of people, man. But it's also gonna weed out a lot of people too. Anybody who takes the him cannot repent. And I'm directing it to Jake. We don't care about the rest of the world, but anyone who takes that device in that day, man, you are done. So you better be, again, we have day and night, like the scripture said, rising up early. And now it's just how Esau has his system going 24/7. Hey, man, we of the hopeful elect are pushing these videos out 24/7. You got brothers making videos at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 hours behind in time, from, Central Time to, Eastern Time. So what's 12, what's, 5 o'clock for us is only midnight for them. So, how you see how it works? Videos are always being made, man. We're always constantly watching, carefully inspecting and observing what's happening in this place. And we see the devil, man. We see this devil and his tricks. All right, that's the spirit, man. We have the ability to foresee a far way away. We have the Holy Spirit, Lord willing, but we have that ability because we've been given the understanding by Yahweh Shemiyah to see it. And we see this devil's next move. All right? Brothers have been making it known that this devil is about to try to enact another polycrisis or another event, so to speak, which is going to lead to the CBDC. And then, he's going to slowly work in that RFID, man. But we see it. All right? And when that happens, the devil is going to come in like a flood. The enemies are coming like a flood. And who is your enemy? The so-called white man. All right? Don't ever think that this man was not your enemy or that he was at peace with you. Never, scriptures say, never trust thine enemy. This man never changed. All right? The only one who was ever trying to change was you simple as Israelites. All right? Well, so he got something for you if you want to maintain that path. But to see him, RFID, man, are you convinced yet? After seeing what you've seen, are you convinced? And that's going to be the question I'm going to end this lesson with. All right? So, just a small, quick lesson that I'm making while I'm driving to the bros. I may make another one while I drive, to Chicago. But, for now, just wanted to put that out. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Hey, all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. Hey, double honor to the apostles and elders of the millstone. Peace and much love, honors and blessings to the elect of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. And Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Brakatham, Kol Asher Allah Shalom.